Why, hello there, my fellow engineers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, episode 88, Repaired Translocator. So it's these kind of caves where I typically see the locust nests. Whether they're here or not, I don't know, but it's ones that look like this is a good spot to search from, although this cave isn't deep enough. But there was another cave just to my east that looked hopeful. If I don't end up finding them, whatever. It was time to spend productively while waiting for the steel to forge. And you'll know where they are when... I guess I'm already wet, so who cares? It's -4. You know, you'll see them when you see, like, weird, rusty stalagmites. That or you're getting jumped by a bunch of enemies. That's a pretty good indicator, too. Nope, there's none here either. Huh. This is like a perfect cave for him, too. So, what I'll do is I'll circumnavigate this, this mountain to check all the caves around this mountain chain. I really thought that I had spotted some before when I came for, like, glacier ice. Or maybe not the glacier ice trip, but one of the other trips. Oh, here we go, right here. It's right in front of me. So this is one of the situations where, like, if you know the right geography for them to spawn, you can indeed find them pretty reasonably. Oh, not only that, but some gears too. Mark it on the map? I don't think I'll need to, because I think I'm going to kill them all. And, before I fight them... Ooh, hold on. What is this? Well, I'm already wet, so... Oh, this is just part of the cave system. This mountain is cool. This mountain is so cool. It's got so many little hidden areas. I don't know, it's just... waterfalls and... mountain's bomb. Alright. Back to the task at hand. Oh, good lord. So unlike most enemies in this game, you don't skin locusts. Right? Like, there's nothing to skin. Oh, hello. They drop their loot, which is a bit different and counterintuitive. And then these metal spikes are just like damagers. They just hurt you. If you want to get the parts, you want to get their cages. Mine the cage, and you'll get brown coal, metal scraps, and sometimes parts. This is a pretty small area, though. I don't... Oh, hello. I could just spawn camp them, I guess. But the bronze locusts here aren't really dropping parts either. So if you take a look at... Here, let me open the pause game. So metal parts comes from spikes, nests, and piles of junk on the ground. Maybe just leave one nest for science? Well, so this was a really small nest, which is why, no, they have a locust nest there. Sometimes when you see these, oh, there we go, there's metal parts. There'll be like dozens, and those are the ones that are worth keeping to farm for. There just wasn't enough locusts here to really warrant leaving it. Because they didn't have the like, mega spawners. So I've got 2 metal parts so far. The translocator repairs for how many? And then the scraps here, I think it's 3, yeah. Or 5? Am I making honking noises? No? You call me clown? And then these scraps can be made into, like, scrap metal weapons, which are not very good. But, like, yeah, you can use them at a pinch. 2 metal parts and 3 temple gears? Okay. So I have the metal parts for it already. Cool. I have 2 parts. Oh, the honking when they were fighting me? Yeah, that's my voice. In this game, when you start playing, you pick a voice, which is like a brass instrument or woodwind instrument. So, like, my voice is like sad tuba noises or something. Come on, nest. Nice. Got some flax twine off of that. But yeah, so got the parts I needed. I will go and visit the translocator in a minute. And these metal spikes are just like, they just hurt. Put them back down. As you can see, they're like barbed wire, sorta. Cool. Well, I'm glad my memory served me well, and I found some here. And there might be more around the mountain. I'll just take a quick peeky before heading back. Oh, it's easier said than done. The terrain is not conducive to easy searching. Yeah, it's sort of the cavernous overhangs, which will typically host locusts. They don't spawn in direct sunlight, and they don't typically spawn in smaller caves. They're like large caves. So I bet if I had a raft and went under there, that's probably like locust hell in there. I'll swim it. I'm armored. I should be alright. But yeah, it's overhangs in caves like this one that are like completely impassably swarming with locusts on average, in my experience. So if you're looking for them, look for stuff like this. Let's see if I'm right. It is. Oh, just, oh yeah, that's a big locust nest right there. Center of the screen. And they're falling from the sky. Yeah, yeah. This be the area. Oh, yeah. Yep. So, if we want more of them, I found more. Alright, let's venture home. I don't need to farm these guys, I don't think. I think I already have the parts, but I'll mark this down as, locusty. Bright yellow skull and crossbones. That's going to be easy to see in the future. It is almost night. Well, almost dark enough to warrant sleeping. So I think maybe when I get home, I'll put everything away and then hit the hay so that the steel can advance further. Well, glad I could point out what kind of geography will spawn locusts. So if you're ever looking for metal parts, metal scrap, gears, etc. I got ground coal, parts, scrap, some gears, flax twine, coils of rope. That's typically what's in the loot pool. There are some locusts that I did not fight just now that are way more dangerous than the tier 2s, but you don't usually see those in surface caves. So those were like the easy locusts. There are some super dangerous ones though to look out for when you're if you find locust nests deep underground, and they will mess you up very fast. Nightmare fuel level locusts. Did I find 2 broken teleporters? Nah, just the one. I don't think I've seen a second one. The other one adjacent to the one that was broken was like a not repairable one. Some are repairable, some are not. Get some medium soil? I have plenty of medium soil around my home. I don't need any from here. Pretty much, because of my rainfall is very common around here, everything around me is basically medium soil. The soil fertility is heavily dependent upon rainfall percentage. So if you're looking for high fertility soil to be able to make terra preta, look for high rainfall areas and search high rainfall areas. And temperate high rainfall areas are some of the best places to search for terra preta. Or not for terra preta, for high fertility soil. Terra preta once upon a time you could find, but not anymore. That is exclusively player-made now. Probably as it should be. The hides I have, I'm going to turn into some pelts. Because I used some of the pelts for the new gloves. Have I started a compost barrel? No. I have not composted anything ever. Composting isn't really something you do when you start in November and there's no food available. So I think I've let like maybe 3 pieces of meat rot since the start of this entire series. This being the 15th stream. Compost is just not a reasonable thing for me to do. It's not that it's too cold for stuff to spoil. It's... There's just not... Generally, when you play... Compost is a result of picking a lot of berries, and the berries rot quickly. So you get compost from rotten berries. But I started in November where there was essentially no rotten berries. So there's essentially no compost. I'm not missing a spear. That's where my shield slot is. Okay, so 2 metal parts, 3 temple gears, and tomorrow, repair the translocator. Oops. So going to sleep at 7 p.m. I'm only going to be able to stay in bed till late. But at least we'll push the ETA to steel up a bit. Oh, 5 in the morning. That's actually not bad at all. 94% complete. I'm going to add a little bit extra black coal just to make sure it gets fully carbonized. I don't want to cheap out and not have enough fuel to fully finish the process. So I'll bring it up to 10 fuel remaining on both sides, and I don't need the full 16. Alright, let's get out to the translocator. So mark it on the map. It's to the southeast. And if you guys are correct about the cost to repair being 2 parts, 3 gears, we're gonna head somewhere new. So the way it works is they will teleport you to... So it's a little weird. They teleport you to a paired translocator that is... what is the range, actually? Let me look that up. It has a minimum and maximum range. And I want to get the math correctly. So 2 metal parts, 3 temple gears. If you're a clockmaker, you only need 2 parts, 2 gears. And the newly linked translocator will be at least 400 blocks away, but no greater than 8,000 blocks. 8,000 blocks, for reference, is like the distance between me and the furthest I've traveled is about 2,000 blocks. So 8,000 blocks is like 4 times further than I've ever traveled, more or less. So it's a pretty significant distance. But it could also just be like 400 blocks away. You know, it's random. And it pairs to a translocator that then is repaired. So before I repair this translocator, it has a pair in code somewhere that is broken. So if you happened... Oh, cool. I found copper. If you happened to, like... If you copied your save game file before you repaired the translocator and traveled to its paired one, it would be broken. But it gets repaired once you fix one end of the paired couple so that you can teleport back. So it doesn't strand you. Which is, I guess, the roundabout thing I was trying to say. Is once you repair it, you can always travel back to its original location. Which is really nice, because if it didn't work that way, it could send you like 8,000 blocks away from home with no reasonable way to get back. That would be rough. Alright, here it is. So, parts. Gear. 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 And it's fixed. All right, tally ho. Off we go. I am in the middle of the ocean, about 7,000 units away. Oh. Lead. I'm also really, really, really deep. Yeah, that's a good observation. I am danger deep. Meaning, I'm deep enough to get nasties. Some right nasties to attack me. Oh, here's a tier 3. Speaking of which. Ow. Ow. Now we can finish the windows? Well, that's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna grab a can from here and head on back home. Wow, there's just not a lot here. All these crates are just like empty. This one isn't. Copper axe, a tuning cylinder, iron, and sticks. Oh, there we go. 7 gears. That is a nice find. Art and some seeds. And if we want to go home, I just hop back in this thing and it takes me home. So everything that can be looted has been looted. I don't really need aged planks. Oops. Jesus. Ow. They definitely hit me in my chest that is not armored compared to the rest of my body. Hey, Dark Goddess Rosie. Thank you for the raid. My software didn't work, and I didn't get an alert noise. That's lame. Sorry, I didn't notice until just now. Thank you for the raid. I'm glad that you raided me back. And welcome to you and your crew. So I'm going to be very careful poking around here, because... Oh, here's a nightmare. Wow, okay. It would help if I could aim. Don't do it, bro! I'm delicate. But yeah, this is probably not a very safe place to be, and I think at this point, it's pretty well established that, like, I'm in the ocean. Yeah, so there's no point in really going to the surface, because there is no okay, I'm out of here. Bye! Well, that's unfortunate. Translocator destination. Just giant ocean. But yeah, that's how they work. Pretty neat. I don't think it's safe to travel around in there, though, because I don't have chest armor. And those things were chewing me up quick. The few enemies that I was fighting beat me pretty hard. But hey, at least we got it repaired and we got some loot out of it. Cheers. You need a tailbone break? I get it. I will feel that way in 2 days' time. In 2 days, I stream like a marathon for like 14 hours, and he is rough. Well, my steel's probably done, so let's go home and make a full set of tier 4 armor. Yeah, that cave could be useful for gear farming, true. Probably it makes more sense to just, like, farm gears close to the base, though, in case I die. Because having to run all the way to the translocator is inconvenient when I'm dead. If I'm dead. pet the dogs too? Alright. I was hoping to see some horsetail. Top up my bandages again, but whatever. And it looks pretty windy. I hope the wind holds so that I can actually process the blister steel into ingots into plates. Yeah, there's some good caves directly under my base. And I haven't really explored how deep they go, because, you know, fear and all. So I bet there's some good finds just underneath where I live. My veg and protein are pretty good, so I'm gonna do another mixed veg protein batch. Let's do turnips and red meat. Ah, rift right in my backyard. I'm bringing the pictures up for my tower to have. I don't need them down below. This might block the table, actually. There. So, I have a lot of metal scrap now. I don't think my healing count has dropped enough that I really need to go out for that. I have nowhere to lean this axe. Really, truly, nowhere to lean it. I'll lean it here. It's just going to be in my way. Okay. Next up. Let's go check on the steel. See if it's done. 98%. Okay. It's going to be done in just a minute. So I'll update the priority. Make steel, chain, armor, and then head for the Res Archive. So for the Res Archive, I'm really just bringing healing, food. That's it. And like one gear. I'll take the gear with me now so I don't forget it. So I can set a spawn point once I get to the Res Archive. I also should probably take maybe a bed. So I'll take a hay bed as well. Will I want torches? It's a good point. I don't think I will need too many torches. There's not a lot of opportunity to bother with torches once you're there. And yeah, I had a bit too much coal down here, but whatever. It's not something I can't. Is the boat stocked? Not yet, no. We'll be doing the stocking ourselves. I just don't want to like run and go stock it now because the steel will be done before I even bother getting out there. So as far as what I need, I'm just checking all of the I want to take my healing, but I'm just checking all of the boxes for things that I may not have thought of. So given that I already have 20 gears, it's actually pretty reasonable that I find roughly 30 gears in the res archive, meaning that I'll be able to afford the elk, which is great. 99% complete. Come on, wind, don't fail me. Stay hot. What, oh, this is the elk one. Okay. I may make, some rye flour bread just to get my grain up a little higher while I wait for it to finish. So I'll do like 3 batches. Are we there yet? Yes. Okay, let's get rid of the fuel source so we don't hurt ourselves getting in there. Okay, fuel's gone. Obviously, there's repairs to be made, but I'm not bothering with that right now. All right. Now, unlike it's a little weird, but unlike iron blooms, the blister steel comes out cold, so you have to reheat it. Is what it is. So we're getting that reheated. We'll process it and make the chain. So I've got I can make up to 8 chains with the 16 ingots. And I already have 6 chains here, and the chainmail that I want takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need 5. Wait, did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I didn't miscount. On. It looks real tasty. I like how it looks. It looks a lot better than flax bread. Looking good. Guess bread's gonna be ready next. No, wind! Don't, no, wind. Pick the hell back up. Oh god. Not like this. It's still decent enough, I guess. Oh, it's getting worse. Don't get worse. Fickle wind. Oh, we got our leather. $51 leather now. Not a bad haul. That one's speeding a little bit back up. We're not. And this, just to confirm, is not the design with the gear wheel? Straight drive shaft? Yeah, straight drive shaft. Well, we'll do what we can. How advanced can the tech get? You're looking at it. Oh, right. My bread's gonna be charred. It's okay. It just keeps better charred. Is what I tell myself. I mean, technically it's true. 8 days, 18 days. The wind's all over the place. It's like, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. Worst case scenario, I can also go to sleep and see if it picks up overnight. The inverse could be true. It could die overnight. But if it's really, really slow, I might as well just gamble and try to see if I can't speed it up. I'm really, like, too paranoid to try to help much with the blister steel process. A few slag hits are fine, but I'll probably not do more than that. Yeah, it's not as bad as Iron Blooms, that's true. And at least I'm getting a little bit of wind. Could be worse. Now, I don't necessarily want to make chains out of all of it. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 13th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.